Hello and welcome everybody to our last session in the SREB OER Summer Webinar Series. I'm going to share my screen here for introductory slides. Can everyone see the slides? Okay. Today's webinar is being recorded. Here is my contact information, Charlotte Dailey, Post-Program Specialist in Post-Secondary Education at SREB. To give you a little information for further reference, SREB Open Educational Resources. I dropped a link to our webpage in the chat. We are funded by the William and Flora Hewlett Foundation in collaboration with the other regional compacts to form the National Consortium of Open Educational Resources. There is a shared discount available through our collaboration with the Midwestern Higher Education Compact, or MEC. It's a contract with Creative Commons that offers 15% discount to all of the sister compacts in their member states. For more information, you may copy the webpage here for Creative Commons under the MEC.org webpage and contact Jenny Parks or Mary Robinson. On our website, you can view our publications, blog posts, and news and webinars, so please do visit the link I dropped in the chat for you. During the webinar, Q&A will be monitored. You may drop your questions into the Q&A window, and they will be answered in the order in which they are received. Today's webinar, we're going to feature the HBCU Affordable Learning Solutions Community Portal at Tennessee State University, where HBCUs get free access to tools and services to build course materials and learn from colleagues. So, I know this lady needs no introduction. Everyone knows our beloved Robbie Melton. But just to give you a little bit about Robbie, I'm going to read you some of her accolades. Dr. Robbie Melton, Associate Vice President for the Smart Global Technology Innovation Center and Graduate Dean and Tenured Professor at Tennessee State University. Serves as a global researcher and international consultant for emerging IoE, which is the Internet of Everything, smart mobile technology of mobile services, smartphone, tablets, wearables, smart gadgets and tools, and mixed reality of VR and AR. She's formerly served as the Associate Vice Chancellor of Emerging Technologies for the Tennessee Board of Regents and is the primary developer and chief administrator for the system-wide Regents online degree programs. Today's presenter, Robbie Melton.
Well, good afternoon, good morning. And because we are global, when we talk about open education system, hello world. Again, I'm Robbie Melton, and I always start off my presentation reminding everyone that what life is good. And it's going to be great today because you're going to leave here with the tool of opening up education where everyone, and let me emphasize everyone, here, there, all over, can go to these resources and gain content, ebooks to help them. So for all of you are in the audience, some of you know me, some of you are going, okay, is this the same presentation? The answer is no. Do you know why? Because we have new resources. Every day on behalf of the HBCU, Historically Black Colleges and University, we are adding to the cultural collection. However, on behalf of Merlot, which is worldwide in terms of advocating for open education system, we enter new data, new resources. How about on the hour? So for this webinar, it's not going to be the talking head. It's going to be you actually entering into these portals and learning how to use it, because I'm going to get back to all of you to say, who did you help in terms of opening up education? I have colleagues right now all over the world, and many of them are seeking affordable learning solution. Why? Because you all know the cost of textbooks still exceed your gas and all of the inflation. Can you believe that? And as you know, we all use the internet. So I'm going to start off by having you all to get ready, because we're going to add different websites in the chat and you're going to go to work. So with that, I'm going to share my screen. But before I do that, I always share this story just so you all understand that not only am I an advocate, I'm passionate about open education resources. Ladies and gentlemen, a couple of years ago, I had the blessing to go to Ethiopia. And in Ethiopia, I'm traveling around, looking at the educational institutions. I went into a classroom. In that classroom, I saw the books, if you want to call them books, because it was like basically paper, but it was dated 1952. Are you all working with me? 1952. In other words, I'm here in the year of 20 whatever, but they were reading books from 1952. Now, I don't know how old you all are, but that was the date I was born. Can you imagine in this day and time of the digital revolution that we still have people in the United States still without up-to-date access to teaching and learning material? But today, you all are going to change that. You will know how to share with people where to go to get up-to-date information. So with that, I'm going to share my screen and I am going to introduce to you all open education resources. And again, you will hear historically Black colleges and universities. Ladies and gentlemen, this is about all of us, all, whether you are a predominantly white institution, whether you're not at an institution. What I'm presenting to you today is for you to change and transform education. So with that, I'm going to do a shout out to my team, because again, without them adding and doing webinars, whatever, we wouldn't have the materials we have today. So you see their names, they're in the audience because they're going to help put things in the chat. So with that, everyone, let me share with you how we are able to support this initiative. We must give thanks to Angela DeBarger from the William and Floyd Hewlett Foundation, because we went to them with a problem. The problem of what? To make sure that we have inclusive, diversity, sense of belonging, and culturally relevant materials as part of this whole OER world. Now, all of you, before we go on, let me say it to you again, open education resources. So I'm going to bring it down home to you. All of you use Googles, all of you. I'm so old, I remember putting the 2 O's in Googles and going, what is that? Googles is just one of many open education resources that we all use. Just imagine if we had to start paying every time we clicked on Googles. And again, you all use YouTube. You use YouTube, you use Googles. These are just some of the open education resources out there. So with that, we have big portals with academic curated collections. So with that, here's where we start going to work. Everyone, I'm going to introduce to you Merlot, MERLOT, and one of my team members will put the website in the chat because you're going to work. It's something about talking about a thing, but the amazing tool is to do it. So I'm going to introduce to you right now Merlot, ROER supporter for our historically Black colleges and university. So again, I would like for you to go to Merlot, and I'm going to go back a slide and let my team put it in there. And if you're ready, again, it's free, and don't even try it. Don't say, well, do I have to register right now? No. We have tried to make this so user-friendly that you just go to the site just like you do with Google's. And now, all of you out there, I would like for you in the search area to type in your discipline. Math, education, business, and I just want you to type in, and I'm going to go off screen. And I'm going to give you a few minutes. So I want to make sure that they put Merlot in, and they did. And then I'm going to go to Merlot, and we're going to walk through this because you're going to be amazed and you're going to go, oh my gosh. So with that, everyone, if you give me a few minutes, I'm going to bring up Merlot and I'm going to walk you through. Now I'm going to go back and share my screen. And I would like to bring up Merlot. And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, right here, prepare yourself. Again, this is a free, open, 24 hours, 7 days a week portal. Wherever you are around the world, go to Merlot and type in your subject. So I'm going to just type in DNA. Let's say I'm in biology and I need information on DNA. Ladies and gentlemen, you just put in your discipline and look at here. Now, everyone, I have to come close to you all to let you know this is amazing. All of a sudden, you have at your fingertip open education resources that you can tap on right away. And not only that, you will know that we have just in this portal, which means they are reviewed, 764 resources just on DNA. Also, if I can't find it here, and you see all sorts of material from animation, if you look to the left, you'll see animation, assessment, assignments, case studies, collection, drill and practice, on and on, even quizzes, all about DNA. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, listen and listen carefully. We have over 9,000 free, FREE, free ebooks available for you, your students, your community. In other words, we have this portal open, so even if you're not in school, you're able to come here and utilize all of these resources. But hold up, let's say out of the 764, you can't find what you're looking for. We have Merlot integrated with over 250 other libraries, where if you can't find it there, guess what? We have it already lined up for you to search other resources, media centers across the globe. And whoa, you even see Khan Academy. But guess what? If you can't find it out of those 250 plus, guess what? Yes, we also have this aligned to the entire internet for open education resources in that area. And you're not amazed? You're not going, oh my gosh? Yes, and we constantly curate, add to this collection all the time. However, I got a shortcut for you. If you look up at the top in the menu bar where you see the word Merlot and you see communities, if you would just take a few moments and click on communities, and you will see academic areas. Okay, come on, everybody. We have curated for you right now, per your discipline areas. Look at the various subjects: ag, biology, business, chemistry, education, history, English, information technology, physics. You see, I'm going all the way. And what do we have here? When you click on your discipline, we have a full portal already curated for your use. So here is the portal on ag and environmental sciences. As you scroll down, you will see new materials. Didn't I say we add to this all the time? So if you were there last week, you better come on back, because we have materials coming in all the time. We have new members. Yes, you can become a member and you'll say, well, how much did that cost? How about nothing? But sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, when we think something is free, we think it's worthless. I'm here to change that mindset on behalf of all educators who are passionate about opening up education to the entire world. We are committed to come together and offer all of these resources that you see here at no charge. So we have members. When you click on join, it doesn't mean any money. What it means, you get additional resources, like a portfolio, like webinars. So again, if I were you, I would take the 3 minutes to sign up. But you will also see materials by discipline. So we even break down the full category and use the umbrella of ag and bioengineering, ag education, etc. And then you see professional organizations. So we are also aligned, and we also incorporate the professional organization in your discipline, as well as journals and publication. So again, for each of the disciplines, we are ready for you in terms of your teaching and learning. But hold up, I'm here to share with you, we also have support communities. In other words, we have faculty development, we have media, we have mobile learning. Oh yes, mobile learning, all those apps that you all have for those phones and tablets. We have apps even for open education. But if you look at even professional development, you see we have that curated for you, in which now everyone here, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. In fact, the wheel is already turning. You can just click here and we have everything that you need to help your faculty members, to help your community in terms of teaching and training. And did I not share with you, by being a part of the HBCU, we offer the training to you at your campus at no cost. See, sometimes you can't be a prophet in your own hometown. Sometimes you have to have someone to come in and say the same thing, just like I have to ask you to come here. So with that, everyone, I want you to see, as I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint, that we have all of these resources available to you, but we just need for you to come on board and start working this out. So with that, I'm going to go back and I'm sharing my screen. And now from Merlot, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, sisters and brothers, doesn't matter of the color, I'm here to share with you on behalf of Tennessee State University, the Historically Black Colleges and University, and of course, Jerry Hanley and the Merlot crew. We have the one and only for everyone, an HBCU cultural collection. As you see here, and it's free, and my staff is right now typing in that chat where you can go right now to access this information. So within this portal, you will find the 9,000 free books, as well as open education resources for all of general education. Who said we couldn't have open education in terms of chemistry? On behalf of Tennessee State University, our chemistry department for general chemistry 1 and 2 using OER. And again, I'll get to career and technical education because there's a workforce out there. And yes, we do. We have open education resources for careers and workforce development. But what about those virtual labs? Yes, I see you right now. I can read your mind. Yes, we have virtual labs ready for you in all of the STEM areas, as well as faculty showcases. Throughout this whole year, we had faculty members to come and share how they are using open education. But everyone stop. Let's ask the why. Ladies and gentlemen, I will remind you throughout this entire presentation, our students many cannot afford to attend college due to the cost of textbooks and learning materials. This is not a silver bullet. This is an option. We are asking faculty members, please just check to see if your teaching materials and what you want your students to learn are available at an affordable cost. It's not to throw out textbooks. It's not to say all of these materials are as equal to. We're just saying, here's a solution. So with that, we have the HBCU Affordable Learning Solutions. Stop. Remember, we have for you the general education OER option. And what does that mean? That means if I'm teaching math, maybe I will check to see if out of those 9,000 textbooks, or maybe I would like to take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and create my own textbook. Yes, we provide you with that service. So with that, we have the find. So if you need to find what you want, we have it so easy, but let's say you can't find it. On behalf of our grant initiative, we have people who will find it for you. Come on. We have people who will help find it for you, as well as the faculty showcase. If you're teaching philosophy and you're not sure about this open education, we will team you with another faculty member in the area. This is where I am pleased to announce to the entire community, we now have a partnership with MIT. Yes, MIT Open Network, where this fall, we are going to pair faculty members from MIT with our HBCU faculty members so that we can now enhance each other, as well as help faculty members on both ends to really try, explore, create open education resources for all of us to share. So with that, again, look, we have it ready for you, the 9,000 free e-textbook in the various areas, as well as the Creative Commons open education world. Now we're talking about the universe, not just the world, the universe of OER. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, if you think, wow, am I going to take somebody's work? Am I going to copyright? Am I going to steal? We have all of that ready for you to use through our Creative Commons license. Again, with that license, you might be able to use the entire thing. You might be able to mix and mingle, or you might have to use it again. But on behalf of the Creative Commons license community, we have all of those things organized so you know when, how, and why to use the materials. But this is what I am so proud to present to the HBCU community, our cultural collection. And again, the goal is to bring in diversity, the sense of belonging into the OER world. And if you are out there and you're not a part of the HBCU, don't click off me. No, you click on to us and you continue with us, because we are trying to make sure that everyone has a sense of belonging, a sense of being represented within the OER world. And yes, as we move out into various underrepresented groups, we're going to bring you all in, as well as give you the tool to empower your community, your culture. So with that, this is just a visual of our HBCU cultural collection. I am pleased to share with you, and I dare you, anyone from an HBCU, in the chat or on the site, I need for you to put down your institution, the name of your institution, and if you're on the site, go ahead and put in your institution on the Merlot site. Remember merlot.org, type in your institution, whether it's Fisk University, American Baptist College, and I will challenge you. We have added to this collection all, that's ALL, 106 historically Black universities, not only your name and your website, but all of your collections that we pulled in, as well as ask various people from your institution to share your contribution. Now that was a whole lot, but within 1 year, we were able to bring together the historically Black colleges and university into the OER space to enhance, to share, and to also curate. So with that, we also partnered with the National Museum of African American History. Oh, I love this, everybody. We partner with them to present in what we call a showcase space, not where you have to click 8 times to find this information. We're talking about front and center. And now anything you want to know about African American history, Blacks, diversity, whatever, on this site, under our cultural collection, you just click, and we have all of these categories curated and ready to go for you. You should be going, oh my gosh, you all have been busy, but we're just at the tip of the iceberg, because with that, we have to now look at how do we get the word out? Now, many of you know me, you've been a part of this, but we have to step up. We have to now have the research to support what we do. So on behalf of the historically Black colleges and universities, I'm here to share with you that we have a deployment plan. So we start by every fall and every spring giving what we call the blast off. even though you might say, are you blasting off again? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Because we try to give an overview, again, maybe a reminder to the community to say we have these resources ready for all to use. So from that, we then meet with the academic officers, your provosts, those in charge of the academic side, to say, let's look at how we can make it an option. Did you all hear that? An option, but how about a priority option so that faculty members can say, oh, there's a book here, traditional, but what about open education resources? And what about if I can use both? Can I use my traditional book and supplementary OER material? The answer is yes, 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 yes. Remember, the goal is affordable learning solution. The goal is access to education across the globe. So here at Tennessee State University, and with our 6 regional hubs, we use this model, everyone. We meet with the chief academic officer, then we identify a department. Because remember, the goal is adoption option. So meeting with the chair, we try to find 2 or more faculty members within that department that's willing to utilize open education resources. Here's the good part. If you are part of the HBCU family, we will also support you with a small stipend for you to try open education resources. We know you have a busy time, but we also know that you're committed to student success. So we are here to provide you with training, to help you in terms of modeling. We are also here to help you with the challenges that you will find. And here's just a little window of our 2022 activities. Again, we wanted a model that you can take, modify, and if you need help, you know who to call. You're going to call Tennessee State University and our 8 hubs, where we can either, one, actually come out there and work with you, or we set up virtual meetings at your time. So again, just to give you an overview, for fall and September, we have our big blast off. Then we are going to select 2 of our departments to pilot OER. And then we're going to identify at least 2 faculty members. And then, of course, we will do our surveys, but we already have data for you all. And again, throughout October and November, we have free webinars. And if we have a webinar and you go, wait a minute, maybe there should be a webinar on this, we are ready to customize webinar just for your institution. So with that, I'm going to stop because I have 2 more resources for you that will set you on fire. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm now going to share my screen, and I am going to share with you workforce open education resources. So with that, if you give me a few minutes so I can bring up Skills Commons. Oftentimes we think, oh, is it only academics? Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself. On behalf of Skill Commons, the Merlot community, HBCUs, we have workforce development solution now. This is where you rub your hands together, because here you go. You just type in the search bar. And of course, my team should be putting in www.skillscommons.org. I'll give you a few minutes because you want this website. Yes, you do. And once you do log on to this website, You don't have to put in a login name. Work with me here. Then I need for you to put in a career. I'm going to type in nursing. And then again, you type it in, you hit that return, and life starts to transform. Ladies and gentlemen, look what we have for you all. We have already curated for you the latest update information and resources in that career area. So on the left side, you see industry, and you see all of the things happening around the nation in that area. But scroll down, please, if you would. Look at material type. Now, some of you are going to say, why, Robbie, why didn't you share this with us at the start of the pandemic? I tried. I'm telling you all, I really tried. We sent out to you all. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. We have your back. We have all of the information that you need to transform your online to online. On behalf of Tennessee State Global Online, we had webinars, hands-on, but forget all of that. We didn't have time. We already had it for you. Look at material type. Already for you, we have, just in the area of nursing, over 166 syllabi. Okay, one more time. Did you see over there to the left hand of my screen? Syllabus. We have over 166. All you have to do is click on it, and you can add to it, subtract, modify, remix. It's the 5-hour remix. Yes, redistribute. Okay, can you all work with me here? We already had it for you, and it was just there, just calling your name. You see, we have presentations, collections, assignments, but I'm getting to the good part, because this is where you call and email me and say, why didn't you email me 4 times to let me know of these resources? Look at online course modules. Online course modules, already ready. And if you click on one, online course module, and remember, this is just nursing. We have all of your careers ready. I'm going to just click on transition to nursing practice. This is an online course, already ready, already curated for you. And you can take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, add up. And then if you even need a help with instructional design, we provide that service also. And you download it. And you all should be right now, wherever you are, saying, oh my gosh, we have your back in terms of making sure you have those resources to help your students to be online, but most importantly, access to education. And again, advanced materials in nursing, pediatrics, on and on. We have these ready for you, as well as, look on that left again, the credential type, whether it's associate degrees, certificates, on and on, as well as the institution. So I'm here to share with you on behalf of the HBCUs. We are committed to continue to enrich, to enhance all of our contribution when it comes to open education resources, as well as to be there for you all. So I share at this point, and I have time for questions because it's 11:40, that we have the power to transform education right now. Today, I have given you 3 tools: Merlot, HBCU, Open Education Portal, and Skill Commons. So I'm going to get close to you all now. Now you're responsible for sharing. So if you out there and you could be at a family reunion and someone is saying, I'm going to school this fall, you should say, hey, you need to have these 3 websites ready for you so that if you need additional help in physics or chemistry, here it is right here in your hand. Did you all hear me? Even at the family reunion, you can be sitting out there on the quad and you hear someone saying, oh my gosh, I have to take education technology courses or whatever. You should say, hey, I got something for you. Go to this site because they have the information ready for you. Let's say you're around the world and you go, you need that translated? Guess what? On the Merlot site, we have over 76 plus translation where you click it and it translates. You should say, you lifelong learner and you want to know about hot topics like what? How about academic esports? I know a fool is out there somewhere. She has a whole collection. But what if, everyone, you said, Melton, that sounds really good, but I want to do my own thing. On behalf of Merlot, everyone, we offer to you, and I'm going to go back and share my screen at no cost. Yes, at no cost, where we can train you, and I'm sharing my screen. We can train you to create your course, your website, as well as create a course portfolio. And again, I didn't log in, but again, to look at all of the materials that we have that you can use, remix, take a little of this, take a little of that, bring it together, as well as a host of materials that you can download. And I'm looking at a book right now. Remember my DNA, everyone? All you do is just click, you go to the materials. And remember, I haven't even logged in. And there, right there, a full book. And again, if you think, oh, is it going to be just the black and white? No, everyone, everybody, listen, let's wrap this up. You're talking about animation. You're talking about videos. You're talking about problem solving, quiz. So everyone, I'm at the end. I'm excited because I saw a couple of new things just added. Thank you, Michaela. But ladies and gentlemen, now it's up to you. We're available 24 hours, 7 days a week, because we have what we call technology that will bring us together. So I want to thank SREB for just allowing me, if I have touched one person, life is good. If I have not, Charlotte, I'm coming back again.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you, Robbie. And thank everyone for staying with us throughout the presentation. We do have one question in the Q&A, and that is from Stephanie Gorski. How do I get involved in the faculty matching program? I work in a discipline for which OER resources are limited. So we're going to answer this question live, Stephanie.
Stephanie, I see you. I hear you. Please contact us, and I'm sure that Dr. Chisholm has her email. And what we plan to do this fall, we plan to match up faculty members. So you contact us, we're going to contact you, and then we will have what we call the meet and greet with a matching faculty member from MIT or from one of our HBCUs. We will sit down and we'll do a powwow in terms of strategies so that we can support you. It could be in terms of working with your faculty, presentation, or how about just role modeling? So yes, we're ready for you, Stephanie. And did I forget to mention on behalf of Dr. Hassel, we also have a student component. All these resources, where are the students? We hit hard on faculty, but we also have strategies for students. But just in case someone's going to say, so what's the data? Give me the data. I want to know the impact of OER. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the OER community around the world, we have data to share with you. Any significant differences? How about access the first day of class where everyone had those materials?
Wow. You've done an amazing job. Very insightful presentation, very upbeat, very engaging. Are there any other questions from our audience, our attendees? You can drop them in the chat. Now that the presentation is over, we can see them, or you can put them in Q&A.
And again, the challenge is up to you. You've been a part of this presentation. For whatever reason you logged on to hear me, now you have to put us. Action. It's action time. So again, we are available to do a presentation just for your institution or just for your department. How about just for you? How about a one-on-ones where we can strategize? We offer all of that for you. So again, on behalf of the HBCU community, we don't compete against each other. We complete each other. That's Arletha Swain. Thank you.
Thank you again, Dr. Melton. Everyone, please reach out to Dr. Melton and her staff there at Tennessee State University if you have further questions. And you can also contact me, Charlotte Dailey, at SREB. I'm charlotte.dailey at sreb.org. If you want more information regarding open educational resources, we're getting this message out. We are doing presentations and webinars. We're having conferences, and hopefully we'll be able to announce our upcoming OER and dual enrollment conference soon. So with that, if we have any other questions, we don't have any in the chat. Please remember those links and those email addresses. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Good day.
Life is good.